You must be heaven sent. Our hearts had a collision and it, mind you, left a dent. This love is meant to happen, girl. It's not an accident. So if you give me your heart, I promise I will represent. You're my pieces, I'm your puzzle. You're my rain, I'm your puddles. You're my teddy bear like Snuggles. If it's team us, let's huddle. We can be strength in life struggles. You're my red nose with no muzzle. I can be the product, you can be the dollars. Girl, let's orchestrate this hustle.
Oh, yeah, right. Girl, you my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Right. Baby girl, it's you and I. Yeah. Baby, I won't leave your side. Right. You my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Right. Baby girl, it's you and I. Yeah. Baby, I won't leave your side.
If I am directions, you would be the destination. If I were an employer, would you choose my occupation? Park your heart. If I'ma slide on the playground, would you slide down my sliding board?
Oh, yeah, right. Girl, you my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. You my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. I won't leave your side.
Yes, beats.
They say I love money, baby. Oh, they say you love money, baby. So many say they can't love money, baby. They can't love money, baby. You love baby. Well, I what the money can do. 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 Well, I what the money can do. 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 I put my money in the red bank. Before I was buying the money, I left my money in the red bank. Hey, yeah. I never switch it from there. They get it love and style, but the money can concentrate them. Hey, yeah. Please, my hey, please, my oh. Oh, you know, please, my please, my hey, please, my oh. Oh, you know, please, my hey. And I be a dabuna. And you give you a dabuna. You don't me a dabuna. You don't get more like one a dabuna. Una pair you call. Looking for it, looking for it. And see money back here, I can see that on the arm. Looking for it, looking for it. And I be a dabuna. And you give you a dabuna. You don't get more like one a dabuna. What the money can do. 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 What the money can do.
Communication becomes convenient, enjoyable, and cheaper when you have the best application in your hand. The Pro Global Social Media app gives you access to free global communication and networking. With the D Pro Global Social Media app, you can do live video chat, live audio calling, live text messaging, live group video and audio conferencing. Not only that, you also do fast sharing, creating and posting to your story, post engagement with emojis, and more. The Depot Global Social Media app does in-app purchases, in-app searching, storytelling. The app also allows you to create video, audio, text, and internet link posting. Get the best app today with 100% data security and end-to-end encryption. Add customization and privacy settings to the Depot Global Social Media app and enjoy 24/7 endless communication. Download the Depot Global Social Media app on Google Play Store and Apple Store and enjoy endless communication. Visit our website on www.dpro-idb.com or email us at info@dpro-idb.com. Dpro Global Social Media app, making communication easier. Do you care to know why thousands of people have switched from using oil-bomb paint to using Unezize quality paint? Zize Quality Paint is a high-quality American non-hazard latex paint that doesn't fade or peel off your walls when applied. Zize Quality Paint comes in variety of colors that you can choose from. We even customize our customers' paint based on their request just to satisfy their desire. Stop by at any of our 3 branches at Police Academy Junction opposite NP Fueling Station, Baptist Seminary opposite Highway Gas Station, and Simple Bridge opposite Michael Plaza. Zize Quality Paint can be used for both interior and exterior painting works. Customers living overseas can pay through Zelle on 217-720-8858. You can contact us via cell numbers 0777-366-142 or 0770-496-273 or +121-772-08858. Think Zize, think quality.
Spicy love, what's next?
Made with ginger, coconut water, natural juice flavor, vitamins and minerals is Muncie Power Drink. Muncie Power Drink helps reduce high blood pressure, get rid of toxins, help improve children and adult memory. It also helps the body fight effects of excess sugar. Muncie Power Drink has no added sugar, no artificial flavors, and all natural ingredients. It is a healthy drink for just everybody. It has 4 natural juice flavors: pineapple, mango, strawberry, and turmeric. For wholesale or retail purchase, visit major supermarkets across Monrovia and its environs. If you are outside Monrovia, you can do your purchase at Kakata Supermarket and Ataro Business Center in Ganta. You can also visit our store on the O Road, right next to the American School. For more information, call us on 0770-307-572 or 0776-580-730. Muncie Power Drink, not just your regular energy drink.
And I want to carry
Allen Bernard International, or ABR, is a management consulting firm with a team of consultants and associates who focus on growing and transforming home healthcare agencies, nonprofits, and small businesses in other industries as well as individuals. Our services include ABR Business Support Services, ABR Accounting and Tax Services, and ABR Anti-Money Laundering Compliance Services. At ABR, we bring to each assignment dedication and commitment, experience and skills, performance-based process, integrated solution teams, and client relations. For more inquiries on our services, call phone number 469-378-3955. That's Allen Bernard International, or ABR, transforming business through ideas.
Do you need a car?
Ready for an upgrade?
Then come to Sika Motors, sole distributors of Toyota vehicles, Mitsubishi vehicles, and Yamaha motorbikes, genuine accessories and spare parts.
You name it, we have it. We have the 2022 brands of Toyota vehicles. Select from our new Toyota Starlight,
Toyota Belter, Toyota Rush.
We've got the best deal in town through our Sika Motors financing schemes with selected banks, EcoBank Liberia and UBA Liberia, starting at the lowest as 500 USD. You won't believe these prices. Come for quality, reliability, and durability. Take a spin and let's make a deal.
Sika Motors on the UN Drive at Sayotown, Bushra Island, or call Sika Motors on +231 775 987 758 or email cmarketing@cfao.com. Sika Motors, drive with confidence.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that Sendwave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download Sendwave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. and start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. Sendwave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Two. All right. Good morning. Good morning, folks. Morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends where you are. We are glad to be here. Today is Wednesday, the first day in the month of March 2023. Good morning, brother.
Good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners. It's a brand new month, and we are glad to be here, like you said.
Yep, brand new month it is. Brand new month it is. A lot of interesting things are happening. We're inching closer to our own election. The Nigerian election has finally happened. I followed that election very closely with hope, trepidation, and a degree of anxiety, particularly toward the end. And of course, what I feared has happened. Bola Tinubu has been declared winner. Tinubu is a very colorful character. He has a very sordid criminal past. Tinubu used to live in Chicago in the United States. He was caught up in drug dealing activities. He had to forfeit some serious money to the U.S. government. He fled the U.S. and Tinubu he has a very bad record. He was involved in drug dealing. He became governor of the state of Lagos. And in Lagos, he did some good things. I don't know, but there's a great deal of anger and unhappiness in Nigeria. The election was a very historic one. I have rooted for Peter Obi to win the election for so many reasons. But of course, that didn't happen. Now, Peter Obi is an Igbo man, and no Igbo man since the first president of Nigeria, Nnamdi Azikiwe, has come close to becoming president compared to what Peter Obi did. And there was a lot of foul play. I mean, lots of people were denied the right to vote. Talks were unleashed to disperse and destroy ballot papers in places where they believed that they would not win. Tinubu had halted. He had amassed billions and billions of naira to buy voters, to do this, to do that, to do all kinds of things. And unfortunately, of course, even though the currency was changed at the 11th hour, which pissed them off, but it's still he still benefited from the kind of system they put in place to rig the election. I believe the election was stolen, period. I followed it very closely. I think Nigeria is a country that might just never get it right anytime soon. I feel sorry for Nigerians, like I feel sorry for my own people. Nigeria is a country that has tremendous potential. Africa's largest population, Africa's biggest economy. They just would not get it right. And some of the poorest people on the continent are Nigerians. And it's very sad. It's interesting how when Nigerians go abroad, like in the United States, the most successful immigrant community in the United States, they're not Asians. They're not from any other country. They are from Nigeria. Nigerians do so well in this country than any other immigrant community. But back home in Nigeria, where the system is rigged against the ordinary people, Nigerians struggle. And I don't see Nigeria getting out of their base that is in any time soon. Bola Tinubu as president will do nothing different. He is going to protect all the people who help him rig the election or buy the election. Tinubu is an establishment guy. He's got no progressive ideas. Nigerians should prepare themselves to go through another trouble for another 4 to 8 years. So it's very sorrowful, very sad. Waka, I see you also followed the election. What is your take on Bola Tinubu being declared president?
Costa, the youthful generation not happy at all, and there will be a lot of protests in Nigeria. Lots of protests in Nigeria because once the youthful generation not happy, they are not like Liberians where we just let go of everything that comes our way. Nigeria is not like that. So they wanted for Peter Obi to be the president of Nigeria. They went all out on social media. They canvassed for him. They reached out in communities, but this is what they got. And under the regime of Tinubu, he should get prepared because there will be a lot of things happening. The youthful generation will come all out to make the world know that this is not the person they want. This is not the guy that they want. I follow closely, and like you said, but the issue that there again, Costa, Peter Obi, he's at the third position because Tinubu came first, and Abubakar coming second, and Peter at third position. So we should also look at that. Even if Tinubu are not going to win, Abubakar are going to win.
No, but that's not the point. The point is that there were many things that were done. For example, voter suppression. There were many areas where people that they knew would vote for Peter Obi were denied voting. There were many areas where people didn't get to vote. In fact, there were many areas where after people voted and they knew those people were going to vote for Peter Obi, they disrupted the poll. They stole ballot boxes. There were many areas in the northern parts of Nigeria where children were voting. I don't know whether you saw those videos. Children.
Yes.
And they asked the police commissioner about the children voting. I saw the interview. I have the video. He said those children, they have stunted growth. You're looking at 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, and 7-year-olds like my son Henry Jr. And you're telling me that Henry Jr. has attained the legal age to vote. And the reason he looks the way he looks is because he has stunted growth. It's a genetic aberration. The reason. And I have the interview here, and that takes place only in northern Nigeria. Look, I'm going to say this to our Nigerian friends, and you may not like this. I am not a divisionist. I don't believe in divisionism. I don't believe in dividing people or sectarianism. I'm for all. But here's what this election, I held the view and held the hope that Nigeria could be unified, that Nigerians could really come together and be one country. But you know what, Boakai? This election taught me something about Nigeria. There is no way Nigeria, a deeply Muslim northern Nigeria and a deeply Christian southern Nigeria can become one country and be wholesome and cohesive. It will not happen. Boakai. Nigeria, it will not work. Boakai, let me tell you something. The Christians are more likely to vote for a Muslim candidate than Northern Muslims are likely to vote for a Christian candidate. Nigeria is so deeply divided along religious lines, ethnic lines, that it is so sad. The Yoruba, the Hausa Fulani, and the Igbos, those people, I don't see them having any living together in harmony and cohesiveness anytime soon. Nigeria, they need to split up. I've never held this view before. I've always been against the people who talked about, the Biafra, the Anambra situation. The people want to have their own country and all that. The Igbo people need to go on their own. The Hausas, the Yorubas, and the Fulanis will never let them have power. They will never let Igbos take power. It cannot be fair, Wakai. that Igbo, the Igbos are the third largest tribe in Nigeria. And to think that they have never had power since Nnamdi Azikiwe. Yes, we understand the issue of Biafra, the Biafra War from 1967 to 1970. But are you going to hold it over their heads forever and ever? They need to be divided. The fact that in the North, they can have children, the age of my son, Henry Costa Jr., they can have children, 5-year-old children, voting. Oh, I like Nigeria they need to go their separate ways. That is all that needs to happen in Nigeria. Because you cannot live in a country where you do not have the right. You are denied the right to lead your country. They are against you because the whole something against you forever and ever. How can you live in such a country,
That's it.
that you will never ever have the right, never ever have the right to come to power because of your ethnicity? Even though you are the third largest tribe, even though you contribute tremendously to the economy of the country, my man, Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is a mountain. Nigeria is a chaotic conglomeration of tribes and ethnicities and religions that will never be cohesive and never be harmonious. Never. It will not work. The Nigerian project is a failure. They call themselves the giant of Africa. You call yourself a giant of Africa. What example do you teach us? You teach us vote breaking? Vote breaking? My man, let me tell you what they did. The same company that set up their system, they spent $156 million on the election, on IT alone. IT. The system was not working. The system was not working. The same system, a Chinese IT company that was hired by the government, by INEC, their electoral body, to build the system they call the BVAS, the biometric system. It's the same it's the same company that the APC, the ruling party, went to and hired. They hired that company to build their own system. They built a system exactly the same. The moment the voting started, they started collating the votes. And the INEC system called the BVAS went down. Then, look, how can you go? The same system that built the system for election commission. Then Henry Costa political party go and hire the same company that built the same database, the same system for the government, for the election commission. I hired them to build my system for my own political party. By the time they start collating the votes, the next system went down. But our own system already up. Guess what? When the next system will come back on, they have already synced the two systems. And now they were putting the votes in their system and they were now controlling the entire system. You see what they did, Waka? The same system that was hired by the INEC was the same company that was hired to build. My man, forget Nigeria, man. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. This is a country that is wealthy. This is a country where most of them don't have electricity. This is a country of predominantly extremely poor people with a small minority of a handful of extremely rich and powerful people. The richest man in the world, the richest black man in the world, Aliko Dangote, Nigerian. The second richest black man in the world, Nigerian. And yet, look at them. Okay, let's talk different thing here. Let's move on. Nigeria sickens me. It sickens me. You're not going anywhere anytime soon. You're not going anywhere anytime soon. They need to split that country up. I know I have never preached this before, but the northern Nigeria, predominantly Muslim, Hausa, Fulani, and those people, and the rest of the people, they can't live together in peace. Forget it. Forget about it. They will now be in peace. Why they can't stop fooling themselves? They should stop fooling themselves. They will never live together in peace. Yeah, we should expect this. There's going to be chaos, okay? There's going to be chaos. People will make trouble. The young people are not going to easily.
The young people are not going to sit there and watch what happening because, like I said, Costa, they went all out to make sure that Peter Obi be elected. But no, top government officials and people in the government that want for this man to be the next president and that was supported by the sitting president. He's now the president. So
Yeah.
lot of things will happen in Nigeria. Protest. Lot of life will lost from now till if this man remain president from now to the next 4 years, there will be a lot of life that will lost. Lot. We should expect that.
But I like about our own country, yeah, because our own country say ain't no better. Yeah, Africa is a mess. No better. Somebody say they can't hear me. No sound. Are you kidding? You can't hear me, folks? You see, you can't hear me. It must be your device. Oh. You need to refresh it. You need to refresh it. So we hear they say Valley Teller is appearing today at Central, right?
Valley Teller along with the city mayor.
They say they're going to Central today to the police headquarters. The city mayor has agreed to bring Valley Teller over for investigation. To me, I just got one question for the city mayor. One question. If I were in the investigation room, Mr. Gucci Clown, Pipipa, why do you have affinity for all rebels? And when I say affinity, I mean love, affection. Mr. Gucci Clown, why do you have affinity for all rebels? Why do you always hire all rebels? That's the question me again for Gucci. If I were in that place there, that the thing I will ask Jefferson Koji, why you always are hiring all rebel then? I'm picking. Just tell us. So yesterday, Patrick Sudu said, I take it you follow the hearing. I didn't watch the entire thing.
Yeah, I follow.
At the Senate. Patrick Sudu said, this is the Inspector General of Police, for those of you who do not know who Sudu is. Patrick Sudu said that a few months ago, the commander of the Monrovia City Police was disarmed. They took the gun from him. Right? Baga?
Yep.
Okay,
he said when he resigned. He said when he resigned from the police, they took the gun from him. So meaning they don't expect him to be.
Oh, he used to be in the Liberian National Police.
Yes, but when he was nominated to serve the post at the Monrovia City Corporation, he resigned. So we expected him, or they said that they took the weapon from him. They took the gun
he
from him.
turned over his assigned firearm.
Yeah. So Patrick Sudu said yesterday he don't know of the city police director carrying of any firearm. He don't know about it. So if the man is having a firearm, it means that they need to reach out to him and find out how he managed to get that particular firearm. I was like, is there a new thing to Patrick Sudu? Patrick Sudu and the city police director have gone to occasions, a lot of occasions, and he's been seen with firearm.
You see that gentleman wearing a firearm.
Yes.
Not even
everywhere they go.
Open and carry.
Yes. Everywhere they go for a program, when they are invited, this guy is seen with a pistol on his side. So I don't know where is Patrick Sudu coming from to be telling us that he don't know about the police, the Monrovia City police director having firearm. He's lying.
Sudu is lying. Sudu knows and has known for a long time that this guy carries a firearm. He knows that. But there's another thing that Sudu said. Sudu said, of course, that they are still looking for the what? The suspects. Then why does Sudu still have those people in jail? Have they freed them? Up to last night, when I chatted with the brother, the gentleman we had on the show the other day, on Monday, he told me that his brothers were still in jail at LMP. So our question to Patrick Sudu is this. Why does he still have those people behind bars? Why does he still have those people behind bars?
That's the question. That's it.
So what are you holding them for?
If you can get what you want from them,
you are violating their constitutional right. You've held them since Friday of last week. Today's Wednesday. You've held them for many days beyond the 48-hour statutory period that law enforcement can legally hold or detain a suspect for if you cannot charge them and forward them to court because you have not established culpability. And culpability can only be established when probable cause is determined. Let them go. I'm talking to Patrick Sulu. This is unconstitutional. You are infringing, you have violated their constitutional rights. Let them go now. Let them go. And nobody should sit down there and have faith, any iota of faith, that this so-called invitation to LMP today is going to mean anything. They're not going to be asking Koji and his bloodthirsty murderous Valley Teller any hard questions. No, they're not going to do that. The whole thing is a charade. That's what it is. It's a charade. They're going to call them there today. They're going to sit there for a little while and they're going to let them go.
That's all.
Where are we with so many investigations involving Jefferson Koji? District 18 investigation since 2018. Koji
District
was seen, captured in video and in still photos, leading his thugs to beat people up and seek people out to cause them mayhem and injury. Where is Koji? Where is that investigation? Nothing has happened to Koji.
Nothing.
Why was he there? What was he doing there? Leading people into action. Nothing has happened to Jefferson Koji. And you come sit here and talking about Patrick Sudu. I mean, talking about Valley Teller and Koji will go to Central and blah, blah, blah. It's absolute nonsense. If anybody thinks that anything will come of it, you are a fool for thinking that way. You are a fool. Now,
Costa, there was a lot of contradiction.
Our brother Sheikh Sako shared with us. I will send you this recording. You need to, we'll play it. But go ahead. Okay.
There was a lot of contradiction between the Solicitor General Yanti Tie and the police RG. Yanti said there are a lot of arms in the street of Monrovia. Patrick Sulu came out. He said, no. There is no arm on the street of Monrovia. If you are saying that there is arm on the street of Monrovia, we'll be seeing it all in the street. But Nyanti know from where he's speaking from. Nyanti know, and he's seen it. It's glaring, Costa. Everywhere you go, you'll see people with arm. We are seeing photos all on social media. We've seen it. And we know that people are not even a physical gun, but a single barrel, the short single barrel weapon. People are having it all in their homes. Because now the police not able to protect the citizens. So what citizens are now doing is better that I protect myself than me waiting for the police to come and protect me. Who should we depend on? Patrick Sulu? Patrick Sulu that is there defending the government. Patrick Sulu is not working in the interest of Liberians. It's not working in the interest of the citizen, but he's defending those that he's working for. The president, vice president, Koji, and other people. He's only saying yes or to them. Nothing more, nothing less. What citizens have resolved to now is, I need to protect myself. Because I will not be sitting on a platform like this and then I say, I'm to my house. I will not protect myself. I will just be sitting down. Somebody come and take my life away from me. No. It's better I protect myself than police coming to protect me. So that's what happened in Liberia.
But we don't trust the police. How can the police protect you? The police, they're not there to protect you. That's not why they're there. They are there to protect the people in power. They are there to use violence to suppress dissent. When people want to protest, to intimidate them, to beat them up, in order to protect the people in power. That's why the police are there. The police are not there for you and myself. I thought that's something we all know. So they're not there. So we're following this very closely. Brother Sakal sent me this recording. I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to send you this recording right now. Brother Sheikh Sakal sent it to me. and we will have him on the show this morning. Valitele was on the phone with someone, and he was explaining. He was so frustrated. He has been frustrated by being exposed. Huh? Valitele received a call from somebody this morning. Listen, let me give you a background to the recording. Baka, I sent you the recording. Cue it so we can play it.
Yeah.
He received a phone call from somebody, and they were coaching him what to say before going to the police headquarters today. So this call was a coaching session. But almost throughout the call, Valitele is the one who is speaking. He speaks for the most part. He in this phone call, in which they were coaching him on what to say today, prepping him. It was a prepping session. He interestingly said that the picture he posted, of course, he posted those pictures on Facebook. He admitted to that. So those pictures that you see, that today they're trying to tell us that those are 1994 pictures. Now, Valitele confirmed in his phone call that it is he who posted those pictures on Facebook. Of course, the city police director lied during that press conference that Valitele doesn't have a Facebook page. Valitele also confirmed in this recording that we're going to play that he was a general and he was assigned to Chucky Taylor. Look at the kind of person Valitele was assigned to. Who did he say he was assigned to again?
Chucky.
That's who Valitele said he was assigned to. Now, Bwagai has the recording there. I've just sent it to him. I guess they'll be wondering, how could we have gotten this? Valitele went on. Oh, he's angry with Sheikh. Oh, he's angry with Sheikh. He's just talking all kind of lalati about Sheikh because Sheikh has exposed him. Sheikh has exposed him, and so he's angry with Sheikh Sakal. So Bwagai will play that recording for us now. You will hear an angry Valitele who is not even giving his coach a chance to prep him for his visit at the LMP headquarters this morning. Bwagai, you may proceed to play the clip. Are we on radio this morning?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, play the clip, Bwagai, please.
You will always be afraid in yourself.
Folks, there was a little. It will get to the point where you hear him speaking. All right.
Yeah.
You want to fall here a little bit?
And I've set the country as a general, and I've fought a war, and afraid to go anywhere.
Okay, go back a little bit. Where he said he was a general, he went for war. Just go back a little bit.
And I never not send nobody to say, go kill me, go to somebody who did do that. I never know I would. So when they see you, you're going close to the man, and the problem, the only way they get able to criticize which we are closer to him and around him, it will always be a problem to lie. People say, oh, if I am going to carry a data, I say, but forget to know, and I've set the country as a general, and I've fought a war, and afraid to go.
Hold on. Pause it right there. People say I'm a gun carrier, but they not know I'm a general, I fought war. Wait. You hear it, man? You hear it, man? People say he's a gun carrier. So because you fought war, so all the people who fought war should be carrying guns. You hear what I'm saying? My boy, go back, play from right there, please. Play. And he said also he's very close with Koji.
Yeah.
So when they see you, you're going close to the man, and the problem, the only way they can able to criticize Koji, we are closer to him and around him, it will always be a problem to lie. People say, oh, if I am going to carry out data, I say, but don't forget to know, and I've set the country as a general, and I've fought a war, and I'm afraid to go anywhere. All the photos you see, so you will not see no city police uniform on people come. You will always see that my green 50 and my vest, and everybody know I will wear in the country as a general. I will issue my jockey, and the President Taylor will vest. Everybody know they can testify today.
Okay, so Costa, he said,
yeah,
the photo that you are
seeing. Go ahead.
He said the photo that you are seeing on social media, you will never see me in city police uniform. You will see me in you will see me with my arm, but you'll not see me in city police uniform. So meaning the photo were posted were posted by him, but he wasn't wearing a city police uniform.
Yes. But then what kind of job he doing for Koji? He not wearing city police uniform. He got a fatigue, a military uniform there on, but he carrying guns. You hear him? Our general in the country, Chucky Taylor, and they give me gun, President Taylor, they give me gun. So I got right to carry gun. That's basically what the man is saying. Go ahead, Boga, play. Wow.
And I fought a war, and I'm afraid to go anywhere. All the photos you see, so you will not see no city police uniform on people come. You will always see that my green 50 and my vest, and everybody know I will wear in the country as a general. I will issue my jockey, and the President Taylor will vest. Everybody know they can testify today. And when I was somewhere at home, I want a car, not only a routine car, not a car for the president and to me. Car for the president, then you make that one of the ways that the task I was in the country was a taker. That even the president saying to go take a car for me and tell me what to do. Or go Lagusa and Toyota Hero and Mitsubishi. Yes, everybody aware. This is my own photo I've been saving and when they come out photo I've been to put it on my face to keep it because I want to be online to say I will change my name and I will change my identity to anybody. Wherever. And I was not entitled to no one to say, yeah, TLC called me to go give a statement. In our TLC Sunday, yeah. And the problem between Saka forget to know, you and myself, you fought war together from 1994 until 1995. After retreating on Banga APC war, now Saka make a way to go Guinea. From Guinea back to the kind of Monrovia. 1995, we already down the person started before April Civil War around with me. Yes. And then after the April Civil War, I used to be now somewhere around Bangladesh Bay Johnson. They were doing money checking. Yeah, they were doing he was doing my money. So I'm so proud of him for the for he said he never ever hold on before because he's sitting in America. Before he's sitting in America, he tried to lie on people because certain business between them and myself, I don't have anything for him. All the photos I sent to Saka, you and myself do any business, I send a photo to show me I'm there and play, I can't speak for nobody. I want to speak for you, I was showing you photo. I want to speak for you, I was showing you the prosthetic demo, small pieces of look, I was sending a photo to you. Whatever I was quasi in corner and said, man, nothing will get you, I could say that. But because of his own political ambition and what he can lie to the people to say, oh, President, we are owing 1.5 million, did that is Jersey, they saying to go Russia and take money from people or the things, so the president refused to pay money, so he will do any kind of thing to lie. I said, my own man has small nothing. And Sako is a BN.
Look at. You know, Costa, this guy, there are a lot of implications here.
We're going to give this recording to the Americans as evidence against Koji. This guy is proudly saying that he's a general. He was a general before. He got a right to carry guns, and he's not afraid of anybody. Go ahead.
He's working with the city police.
He said he's working with Koji.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he said that? He said we are close to Koji. He never said city police. Let's be clear. He said he's working with Koji. It's even worse than working with city police. The man said nobody has seen him wearing city police uniform. He always is wearing his fatigue, and he works with Koji. He close with Koji. So we want to know, what does he do for Koji? Why does he carry a gun? Go ahead, boy. Make your point.
And he said the only way that he can save his photos that he have taken back then was by posting it on his Facebook page. That's the only way he can save his photos. So all of the photos that are on his page were placed there by him. Nobody created another fake account. The 1994 picture with a Aqua Life mineral water bottle, or you are working with city police in 1994. You are taking picture in front of city police, or the Invisible Park. The Invisible Park was created, means it was constructed in 1994. We see him with photos at the Invisible Park. A lot of things that we can say that they men have done, and we are seeing it with our eyes.
And he did admit, though, he admitted in the recording that he was working for Sheikh Sako for a diamond operation, which Sheikh said. Yeah. So he basically confirmed what Sheikh said, that he was working for him in his diamond operation. He said he used to send his diamond samples to Sheikh and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff there. So Sheikh Sako is on now. We're going to take him. This is very interesting. The recording is even longer than that. He said a whole lot of things. Brother Sako, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Henry. Good morning. How you doing, brother? How's everything, man? Good morning,
We're glad to have you again this morning.
That's it. Perfect.
So the particular thing is the man has admitted he was a general. He worked with Chucky. He not in front of nobody. He carrying gun and all that kind of stuff.
Well, Henry and the Liberian people, that's just one of the calls being intercepted between Mr. Vadi, and then there are a lot of other calls that have been intercepted by Koji, and there are a lot of other calls that have been intercepted between Koji and Mr. Weah and the rest of the other people in government. Look, Henry, Vadi is going to be shocked this morning how this call was intercepted when he received a call from somebody, and then if you listen, you will observe that it was like 45 seconds before Vadi started talking.
Yeah, it was long.
The person had, if you could hear the voice on the phone telling him, man, when you get over there, and you got to do it like this, do it like that, do it like this, do it like that. And it was like 45 seconds before Vadi came out to start speaking. So if you listen to the voice recordings, like Vadi was rehearsing, telling the person what he's going to say. You getting me? But if Vadi wants to deny it, I will give him the place he was sitting this morning, which is just 2 hours, 30 minutes ago when he made that call, when he had that conversations. Look, you see, Costa, technology is very good, especially when it comes to intelligent gathering, the rest of the other thing. You know this country,
that's your era now.
You know, you're my friend, and you and I, we had our stuff before, but we had it resolved. But like I said, Koji has jumped from a 4-story building into a sinking sand. The more he fights, the more he will sink. You understand? We say this to say that some of the evidence we have of Koji being used by Mr. Weah to implement his dictatorship policies, like getting rid of people, attacking oppositions, giving instruction to Koji. National policies, he channeled them through the national legislature. But when it comes to his dictator policy, he channels them through Mr. Koji at the Moria City Corporation. Sit and begin to think, why a young man, a Koji who has a lot of Malaysians around him, wasn't given a chance to go out of the country and started doing the inception of their government. But he rather took a young man like that and placed him at the Moria City Corporation. Reasons were because Koji, he could not send Koji out to an LMP. Koji was too very young, not even having an experience to be an officer, to be a director of the LMP. Not even talking about the NSA or talking about other security apparatuses that required a man with experience and and of security knowledge. But then he rather decided to send that young man to a man who will control his own government, control his own police. You and I know before the city police were used to just maintain city ordinance and the rest of the other things. But nowadays, city police is being used as a militia group to get out people, attack people, and the rest of the other thing. Because look, I mean, it's interesting, but other things we have will not be brought on this platform because they are very classified and we can't bring them up at the moment. But they will be sent to the requisite authority to know exactly that Koji is the one Mr. George Weah uses to execute his dictatorship policies. That's why he gets on the radio and he talks about Tilia Ure. He talks about the Ure family. I mean, not here in defense of them, but these are intelligence we just gave you here. That if he said we beat that guy, you getting me? We beat that guy, the Ure family. I mean, at the end of it, let's see what happened in District 15. And a Ure car was chased, something. But regarding that situation, will be another day for another discussion. The only thing I can say regarding the District 15 issue is that the instruction Mr. Weah had given to Koji, thank God they did not obtain the desired result by raping her, burning her car down, and the rest of the other thing. At least she was safe. But that will be a time for another day as we continue to come on this platform. The document on Mr. Weah being the head and the commander-in-chief of Koji execution of people and the rest of the other things. The evidence are there. We not come on other platform to come and tell people things here, and I mean, at the end of the day, to damage their record. They will be surprised when these people face justice, when these evidence are provided, where Weah is giving Koji instruction, where Weah go to meet, where Koji goes to meet Mr. Weah to obtain certain instruction from him. This evidence will appear, and you will hear numerous of voice recordings. Calls are being intercepted. You will be surprised. Let me tell you, the only way, and I will say this, that Weah and his bunch of thieves and bandits will survive any other evidence for not surfacing right now until they change all of their phone from iPhones or Android phones to PRSP phone. You know, we say PRSP phone, that's the poverty reduction strategy phone, the phone that has the button. You getting me? No internet.
Yeah,
that's
you cannot hack that phone.
Definitely. That's the only way they will survive anything from here. But I mean, you can see it, and I said God is working. Koji, stop fighting. Even all the other people Koji, if I'm meeting with from yesterday to today, I got everything. But reasons why we not play them, because we will try to place those people in secure places first before we start giving you exactly what being the instruction, how you wanted to come on social media, call us rebel. Do I look like a rebel? You say a BM 1994 hours. You said 1994 were fighting. 1994 I was in the Bamboo Refugee School in Gegedu. You getting me? The evidence of that over there. Then you come out to say BM. I mean, you just being coached to go and say rubbish over there. But there's the thing, Henry. I don't expect Valley to leave Liberian National Police today. You know why?
Why?
Apart from Valley being a person of interest in this case of the late Chief Justice death, Valley, Ugly Ball, and one guy called Prince from the IMPFL, the Prince that they were the one used to throw grenades in people places in nightclubs doing in Monrovia. They have used a taxi driver after the 1997 elections when Taylor won, and where they had Mr. Dishi as the director of police, but later he was replaced by Mr. Tate, Joe Tate. So even because of that, the American people withdrew their support from the police because of Mr. Tate. So Valley then killed a taxi driver, and they ran away and went to Guinea. So Valley was wanted for that. We just got all of this information, and the fire is at the Liberian National Police. So if he's only going to be accompanied by Mr. Koji today to the Liberian National Police, the first thing Valley should be arrested for here for is that you've been wanted for the past 20 some more years. You get me? For this crime and that crime. The evidence are there. They will not destroy it. And as we're speaking here, the victims or family of the victims will hear us. And don't be surprised. They will be at that National Police this morning, or they will get there when they get the information to make sure that their case 20 years ago for the death of their son, their brother, which of course Mr. Valley Tele, Ugly Ball or Hajaman and Prince were involved into the man's death, will be a file that will be on ICE, and Valley will be arrested for that first while they are finding his culpability to the current one he has been accused for.
Wow, that is interesting. A Texas driver murdered and they fled the country. And the thing about murder is that murder has there's no statute of limitation to murder. I mean, murder, you even if it takes 100 years, you can still be prosecuted for murder.
Exactly. And the thing is, we just trying to put all of these things on the record because we know the closeness between Mr. Koji and Pastor Sulu. You know, many days I need to be in Mr. Koji's office on my regular operation of obtaining all the information on him. And I will see Patrick Sulu will cook rice. I think he bring it, he say a woman coat of ghee. You understand? Patrick Sulu, can you imagine he brings food for Koji from his house? You understanding me? And these are just, we were trying to see the kind of relationship between Koji and Sudi. You understanding me? And the next thing is that you look at even the weapon that Bali was carrying. That's a Norigo. That Norigo weapon is a police weapon. It's the LMP weapon. We should be asking questions. How did that weapon get into Vali's hand?
Wow.
It's because of the proximity of the city mayor and the director of police. You said yesterday, look at the director of police who keep deepening the investigation. He said he did a risk analysis. Although we say risk analysis or threat analysis, when the Chief Justice filed a complaint about her being, evaded on two occasions. Now you say you did a threat analysis and you make a recommendation for the threat analysis by providing 2 private securities. Okay, that was your recommendation based on the fact that you use certain variables to determine that only 2 private securities you're supposed to use. But after your recommendation, a person died. So meaning your risk analysis was 0. So now you deepen the investigation. It is your bad responsibility now to call those officers from the CSD department that did the risk analysis, if they are there and it is true, to tell them about, guys, you guys did the risk analysis. But at the end of the day, your risk analysis wasn't sufficient enough to allow us to put armed men at the former Chief Justice's house, but rather we just recommended 2 private security. Now it has caused the death of a daughter. You understand? So these are things you're going to be looking at, Henry, and you know that, look, these guys keep playing with the Liberian people. They will always play with the Liberian people until the Liberian people can rise up against them to say, look, enough is enough. You get me? But I know we know this time is going to come. I mean, that time is actually going to come, especially when they start seeing revealing evidence of Mr. Weir and Koji, what they have planned. They love the Liberian people show Mr. Weir, and they hate that he's giving to them back. You understanding me? That reason why he said today, Henry, you observe that there are no political prisoners, and they bragged of it. But there are political deaths. Why you think so? It's all because they don't have a perfect remedy in resolving problems. When you disagree with them, you are an enemy. When they ask you to execute their corrupt act or back their asses up when they already have screwed up, you say no because you want to be a professional man, you become an enemy. What it takes for a man to just say, look, you know what, if these guys don't want to dance to our tune, they don't want to dance to our music, let's just make them to resign and they leave.
Yeah.
But you rather just go away and take their lives. You want to come and think that we believe you? So you mean that God is angry with auditors in that country because he doesn't want accountability? So you will just take the life of 4, 5, 6 auditors in a week? Come and think about it, man. You understand? But let me tell you something. Like I said, unless they don't have Android phones and iPhones, and their phones don't have internet, that's the only time. But it's already late because what I've been obtained over the years up to present, I mean, it's quite enough to indict Mr. Weir and the rest of his other gangs and his corrupt officials. And I will say this on this platform. The thing they're playing with, when they reach a certain point, they will not fight no more. I will tell you, let Koji just start fighting. If Koji knows what is in stock for him, what he has been documented on, what he has been recorded on, his communications, Koji needs not to fight. Koji, then he start calling the Madingo community, trying to incite other people, giving them money. Koji, nobody will not go against Sheikh Saka because Sheikh is fighting a genuine and a righteous fight, not just for his money, not just for his partner money, but also fighting for the Liberian people. We can't be there to bring in that particular individual into power, not knowing that he was going to become a complete horror movie. So we will come out here to conscientize our people and make them to understand that we made a mistake. we made a mistake, and this mistake must be exposed so that you don't give me another chance. If you give me another chance, mark my word, you are sinking more to the extent that you will suffocate and die by yourself and hold yourself responsible for that.
Brother Saka, so George Weah cannot pretend to be innocent or ignorant of the kinds of atrocities and the things that he does. Is that what you're saying? He is not
100%. Look, Henry, Weah has empowered the man. Reason, let me tell you why reason Weah is a friend of man. Weah controls the army, Weah controls the police. Weah can wake up one morning and say, you know what happened? Look, y'all hold that boy, he's doing this and that. But you know, Weah can't do that. Weah can't do that because Weah knows what Cortes Act that's between he and Koji and what instructions he have been given to Koji for Koji to execute. So that's where the fear is. Certain thing about it, a certain major 5 to 6 years now, he's sitting major. With everybody complaining about him. People sending you evidence of some of the crimes he's committing, the atrocities he's committing. We went there, we documented him over the years. You understand me? The evidence are there. And you sit there, you still can't change this man, you can't get him from there. What do you think is a cause? Sit and be thinking about it, Henry. Be thinking about it. We are as informed, we are as aware, we are cognizant of every action of Mr. Koji. That's why Weah himself surround himself with a bunch of former fighters, former rebels, empowered and give them jobs. Because that's the same thing he's using Koji to implement. That's his dictatorship policies. That's why we are live a life with the 48 law of power. Don't outshine your master. Deal with your enemies and suppressing the body, mind, and soul. But having worried all that, Robert Greene wrote that book. The interesting thing is that he wrote that book, Costa, and he put everything into it to suppress your subordinate. But he put Law 19 into it. And when you smart in reading that book, you will have to take Law 19 into consideration. He said, know who you are dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. But I think they never read that part of the book. They have offended the wrong
That is
person.
Weah's favorite book.
Yes, his favorite book. Definitely. But they have offended the wrong person. And trust me, Henry, the story of David and Goliath, it is just a Bible story, but it has a lesson to learn. God only needed that hand of David to strike a stone, and Goliath was down. And I can say this, there's just a lot. But let it go about playing their drama. If the journalists can go over there today, they definitely, the Valley clip you just heard here, the recordings, the phone call interceptor of Valley communicating with that person. If Valley don't make those statements today to that place, they will change Panito. Or that now that we are revealed it, why he's on his way to the Liberian National Police. So I don't know, he's even going to be confused, right? Because the call with interceptor has come out, and now Valley is in the position now like, if I go and say it, it will be true. So don't be surprised. Valley is definitely going to be confused at the Liberian National Police today. Yeah. Wow. But then you see, you also heard it. The man said he posted the pictures on his page. And the director of police, of the city police said that was in Valley Teller's page. You understand? There's just a lot of different things going on. Yeah. But we'll say on this platform, we'll go anywhere and defend it. We are in know of everything Mr. Koji is doing. That's why he's backing Koji up. Yeah.
Let me ask you about Patrick Sudu. Patrick Sudu said he's not aware of the police director obtaining an arm or becoming the city police director carrying an arm. What do you make of that? Is it that he's trying to hide something from the Liberian people, or he's trying to work in the interest of Koji? Because we see he himself has seen this guy with a firearm. They have gone to a lot of occasions where the city police director is seen with a pistol. So I don't know where he's coming from telling us that he's not aware of this guy obtaining an arm.
Buckeye, you sit and look at that government all the time. When the Liberian people are crying and grieving for situations and they want justice, they want security, all we are and his officials do is to go out there and make mockery of the Liberian people. And that is just what he saw Mr. Sudi was doing yesterday at the Senate. He sat there very confused. And if you look at the background of him, Mr. Primon, who a very professional man, know that he's very embarrassed, if you notice it from the pictures. Because we do sit there, we understand exactly what's going on in the Liberian National Police. Over the years, city police been carrying firearms. And the Obina man himself been carrying firearms. So for Koji came out in a press conference, he said they got a right to carry firearms. And Patrick Sulu goes to Koji almost every day. He sees Koji's security with firearm. So for him to sit in the House of Senate and trying to debunk the statement of the acting justice minister just proves that they are the kind of dramatic people. They keep playing with the lives of the Liberian people. They are just all evidence of it. But you know, when you keep lying, making jokes, when you get into the public, you will always be embarrassed. And that's what happened to Patrick Sulu yesterday. It's just like Moba Molu coming up with a statement of people in the United States and trying to incite violence and the rest of the other thing. Moba Molu, you are the first whistleblower in your government. What kind of serious government you will stay even be party chairman at the moment? You're supposed to be sent for investigation. You make grave allegations. We were not even going to say allegations right now. You said the facts. Because if there were allegations, you would have been on an investigation for saying the grave things against a sitting president. That you don't want to consider on air, you can't say people in America saying things to threaten a peace. The thing you said enough from the mom of a party chairman.
I know, right?
You understand? So no, let me tell you something. We will not be played with no more. We will continue to speak to the Liberian people. If it is 10 minutes of our time in this talk, we will appear on public platform because Costa, trust me, we have a responsibility. We have a responsibility. The substantive role we play in bringing
that
tyrant.
You have to redeem yourself, Check. If Jawia, the vehicle he drove around running for president, the first decent vehicle we had, you bought 70,000 US and give it to him.
100%.
That is one thing you're responsible for. Number two, the fact that he was hustling for campaign money and didn't have it, and you set him up with people who gave him millions of dollars.
Yep.
So you play a great role. So you have a duty to redeem yourself for what you did by helping this man. Believing that he meant well for the country. But that doesn't matter now. What matters is that you have to help us get rid of this all we are.
Look, Costa, you see the reason why I don't even speak about the issue of the money business right now, it is in the hands of our traditional allies. And they've been provided all the necessary evidence, you know, to substantiate the fact that he received money and what the money was used for. You understanding me? And we provided all of those evidence, bank statements. You'll be surprised that in fact Orange Money in Liberia participated in the elections by receiving $300,000 of this money to pay the pool washers. You will see it in the bank statements. The money being transferred to them. They found difficulties in paying the pool washers. They had to do a counter check back to pay the money. Where could you pick it up? You see, we just see a little on that here first. But I think our foreign partners are important.
You submitted all the evidence, all the
evidence, so we don't speak about that no more. Now we are talking about the security of our Liberian people to keep them peaceful, so that we can ensure a peaceful election in that country. You understand? So that's why I don't speak no more about that money issue, because it is in the hand of the people that will handle it at an appropriate time. So I don't want to speak about it. But like you said, we will come here, we'll continue to talk to the people. And each time they blunder, we'll come here, we'll speak about it. But Koji is the person we have been using, reason that they've sent him to the city corporation, and they decided to send all of the former fighters, and he was given an instruction that any wicked man you hear about, bring him closer to you. Reasons we gave Valley Tele life that any other Liberian would have done, so as to create like apprentice programs for the former fighters until the World Economic Crime Code can be established in Liberia. You sit and be thinking, what can we do to maintain the peace? If we had these gentlemen roaming all around the place, anybody can use them to obtain any
exactly. Like what could you do today? And empower him to do Dama business. Now definitely to do gun business.
Are he trying to do gun business? And then he's talking about he used to send me everything. Okay, after he sent me all the diamond pictures, what did you do with the diamonds? Did you give them to me? No. You took them to Koji. And now Koji militarized you. Now you carry a weapon behind him. So people always say, oh, why share? And people who already know me, they know me that I'm a kind of person I love empowering people. They don't necessarily have to be former fighters. People who come around and empower them. People who come for handout, I always want to make sure to ask them, what can they do to help themselves? Because coming off for handout all the time will not help them. And they come up with programs, we help them. You understand? So because we were doing some of these things just to make sure that we help we as government in instilling law and order and at least protecting the peace in that country. These were reasons why we had sent for the former fighters from the UNIMO, just as the way they've sent from the former fighters from LER and the MPFL, to give them at least something that will create a disposable income for them to survive on, so others will not use them for other motives. That's just what we're doing. But instead, police decided to bring them and give them reflections of the war in Liberia and reintroduce them to becoming killing machines.
The man said it, Shaq. The man said, everybody know.
Yeah.
Our general in the country.
Yeah.
To carry guns so what?
Yeah.
Eh? Our general, Chucky Taylor gave me so, and Charles Taylor didn't want. So I got guns so what? The man's justifying he carries a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And he's entitled to carry a weapon. He's entitled to carry a weapon.
He's entitled to carry a weapon. So they will have to let us know. And Heron, this will surprise you. You will sit and think, why did we have, Mr. Weir? Why did we have a peaceful June 7 protest? Look, I will share this with you here, Heron. At that time, I was one of the lead commander for the National Security Team agents. We were at the command center at Central. We are for the joint security. And reasons we had to be on top of the command center is because we control the 15 political subdivision when it comes to intelligence gathering. So they rely on us more for intelligence. But when we went for the joint security meeting, you will be surprised that this is what we call threat analysis. This is what the meaning of threat analysis. We listed Monrovia City Corporation and their police as a threat. So they should not participate in the joint security operations. And if Patrick has that chat today, or if he doesn't have it, but I have record of it, that Monrovia City Corporation was at number 7 as a threat and a race against the protesters. For that reason, we were battling over whether they should form part of the joint security operation or not. And we had the conclusion, and I told them, I said, listen, from my observation over the time, these guys cannot participate into this particular operation. They said, why? I said, one, the police of the MCC is infested with former fighters who don't have the requisite training to maintain and contain protesters. Instead, when you allow them to participate into this, they're not going to be looking at protesters as people who exercise their democratic rights. They're definitely going to look at protesters as enemies of the state. So instead of them using mentors so as to protect the protesters, they will be using brutality. And we argue over it, and we stood by it. And on that June 7th day, all we recommended that they abstain from it, and we confirmed them within the territorial confinement of their city corporation. That is why you had a successful June 7 that day. Bate Suru, this is what we call risk analysis. When you gave your recommendation and that day was successful for the recommendation, Mr. Suru, that is what we call risk analysis. Now you're on the risk analysis where you recommended 2 private security for the former justice minister, and at the end of the day, her daughter died in the process.
Okay. Brother Sako, thank you. Thank you very, very much. We'll be speaking with you again as this story develops. We want to thank you for this recording and for letting us be the first to bring it to the public. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Aaron.
Okay, bye-bye. Wakai, there we go. We're going to go to the phone lines. I want to thank Brother Sako there. He's been on top of his game. We're going to, let's go and release the, let's go to the phone lines, Wakai, and take some calls.
Okay, folks, so you listen to the discussion since the morning. You can now place in your phone calls to 077 0102 102 0886 010383 0555 102 102. The WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. So keep your calls coming in, and you will be live with us this morning on the Costa Show. So let's see if we have this person on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Boga, and good morning, Pedro. How you doing?
I'm okay. Welcome.
Doing good. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm calling from Minnesota, to be precise. I'm in Coon Rapids area. I mean, I'm just laughing this morning because for the fact that just Tamakoji said that they are entitled to carry arms, and then in the meeting yesterday, in the hearing yesterday, when the police director said that these guys they are not allowed to carry firearm, and since he took firearm from the commander who is responsible to train them, since he took firearm from them, that has been in 1 month. So I mean, this is complete contradictions between the joint security, the police director, and Jeff Kamakoji. And the more Jeff Koji continues to hold press conference, the more that he will get himself indicted into the hard zone.
All right. Thank you so much. Now we'll take this person. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, your name is Johnny us from.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. How you doing, Boaka?
I'm okay.
How to Costa? My point this morning is this guy, this body guy. They got an old rebel. I don't know why Kochi keep bringing old rebel to the city police. And secondly, my other point is about California. Abu Kamara. Why Abu Kamara posted all in District 15? Is that violation? I want to know. Please, Costa, tell me.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Let's take Martina Costa Princess. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, brother. Good morning to leader. Good morning, our many listeners. Martina Costa Princess, soon to be senator, daughter of the land this morning. Brother, let me say this to you. And I'm not saying there with no fear. If the opposition will act, let them act. If the opposition will not act, that's their business. Kochi is not the one that taking arms to go after people. Kochi going after the ex-rebel. And me, I can say this clear on this platform where the American listening to leader show. I'm Martina Konate and Mama Dingo. We fought the last war in this country. I know how to get to them. So men in the car, even you put it in horse, you left, you set that horse ablaze. They will walk from in the freedom. We know where they are. If I will raise money on my platform, I will raise that money. Some of them need to stand up to Kochi. And our Martina Konate, the name Martina is a historical name in Liberia. We have Martina Nepo, we have Martina Johnson. And this time around, we don't have Martina Konate. I need the support from the opposition bloc. We can bring Kochi down. We can bring Kochi on his knees. If we get the support, the same weapon that Kochi is using, we can use the same people against Kochi. We need the support. The opposition community need to support us. They need to empower us. I know where all the ex-rebels they are. Okay. If we're waiting for the international partner to take a control of the matter, they will eliminate all the good people in this country that are supposed to help Joseph Boakai to bring change in this country. I'm ready to take the lead. I need the support. Thanks for having me on the line.
Thank you so much, Martina, for calling in and being part of the discussion this morning. We still taking your calls. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Boakai. Yeah. I've called to make my contribution to the show this morning. I'm calling from I1 Zone Max. I got information from a friend from the Ivory Coast that is a current guy. He lives there. Said that we once heard that was wiring money to Ivory Coast. And that money, the reason for which he wired it was because of voter registration in the Ivory Coast. This why the southeastern region of the voter registration went high because there will be people coming from Ivory Coast to vote in the parliamentary election. So this is the reason why you see Grand Jida and Maryland registration, the number went high. So we should take note of that. There'll be registration going on in the Ivory Coast for people to come over to Liberia to vote for. We are in the election. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. I'll take somebody from this line here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name is joining us from?
This is Brother Elijah from Minnesota COP chapter. I just want to break this news. This morning, I was watching Spoon not too long. The police, the MCC police director went to the police station escorting Telly, but then he was not fully uniform. So after a while, he left the entire police station and returned with a full uniform on him with a pistol on his side. The journalists were asking him, "Why are you armed now? When you came first, you wasn't armed. What's going on?" He refused to answer and marched directly into the police station. So that's what I wanted.
All right. Thank you so much. Now take somebody from back home here. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, Baga, thank you, man. My name is Kamaka. I call from Johnson Street.
Go ahead.
Nice to be on the platform this morning. I say good morning to Costa as well. Well, Baga, I think share us, set it up and share us also tell the real identity of President Buya, who is actually a, We all know the hooliganism, behavior of Koji, the activities, everything that he's been evolving into over the years. Even before they can find the power, 2017, there's a man that was telling people that, fuel with blood, if anybody try to take the election from them, people will lose blood. He said all these things. And I've been thinking about myself, what is the essence of incorporating, ex-soil, people that kept people in the country. There were a lot of people, they were assassinated by then. Some of these families still going through pain, sharing tears of that loved one that they lost during the civil crisis, conflict. And then you take, they are incorporating, they see ex-soil.
Okay.
I think there is a pity, man. Save all the time, Baga.
Thank you so much. Let's take Thomas Cry on his line. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Baga. Good morning to Henry in studio too. Henry, I was calling to inquire. I know the other time you made mention about Stanton coming on the show, and you even promised to donate money to certain charity if he comes. Are we still expecting him to come on the show or not? Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's a good point. Let me answer my brother Thomas. Thomas, I do not expect Stanton to come on the show. Even when he told me he was going to come, I didn't really believe him. I told you all Stanton is enjoying and has been basking in this newfound public sympathy in the wake of his his legal woes or legal troubles. So do not expect him to come on to speak the facts. One of the things that his former co-panelists said is that they asked him to step aside from the show, something which they said pissed him off, which he has now done. Yesterday, he announced that he's going to be stepping aside as CEO and from the show until after his case is over. So, no, Stanton will not come on. He was only telling me that because it was hard for him to say no, that he will not come on. So that's why he told me what he told me. I did not believe him. I took it with a grain of salt. But I was on an obligation to inform you, our audience, that Stanton had said he will come on, even though I didn't believe he had come on. But there's something called the benefit of the doubt. And we give him the benefit of the doubt. And so Stanton will not come on the Costa Show. He's not going to come on. Stanton is very pleased with this sympathy that he's enjoying from some of you as a result of his co-panelists leaving the way they left. So I just thought to point that out. Brother Kura Stanton will not come on the Costa Show, or will not even go on his own show to talk about this situation. Waka, let's go back to the phone lines and take more calls there. We've got 15 more minutes to go.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is UJ calling from the USA.
Good morning,
Am I on the most talk about Costa Show this morning?
Yes, you are, Mom. Go ahead.
Yes, you are.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Kamara. Good morning, Mr. Costa.
Good morning, Mom.
Hey, let me sing one song this morning. Oh, my children, God, you are so good. Hallelujah. God, you are God. God, you are wonderful. My God, you are excellent. You know what goes on the ground on the surface? It is up. Oh, my people, we put a flag pole or you go get your button food. We will hack it. You will have that daily button food. You have a blessing. Oh, my children. God bless you and bless Mama Liberia in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mama. Let's take some more calls there. Oh my God, fire. Let's take some calls there. We got 40 minutes ago.
Well, Omar coming, my man, get 1 hour talking.
She got energy. I like that.
Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Welcome.
Brother, good morning.
Yeah, you are live. Welcome. Your name, where joining us from?
Yeah, thank you. I'm Lawrence Spencer, brother, and I join you from the headquarters of the Canadian National Congress.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I say morning to Costa. The issue about Jeff Kochi and Vanny Teller guy is sending the entire opposition committee and the country at large to pay attention to. Because this Jefferson Kochi man has been very troublesome in this country, saying the ascendancy or his boss. Even though when he was in the opposition, he was somehow hostile. But some Mr. We are his only president. So Jefferson Kochi has suddenly become outlaw. This man, the police didn't question this man. The man laid the boss constitution of this republic. So, for example, like my sister Martina Sinatra said, we from the opposition, whether we're working together or not, when it comes to certain things that we are always saying we should collaborate on these things. For example, the security and the survivability of all opposition persons and the citizenry of this country should matter now.
Okay.
Because the government alone, back out of this, the government alone said that we cannot guarantee our security, our citizenry of this country, we should buy camera and the rest of it. So the opposition should now assume the responsibility to protect ourselves.
Okay, thank you so much. Now we'll take the religious advisor to the Costa Show, Sika Chipo. Good morning, welcome.
Mr. Kamara, good morning, my dear brother. And good morning to our leader, Henry Petro Costa, all the way there in the U.S. For the public, I am the religious advisor to the Costa Show, and I'm Sika Chipo Chinika. I called from Nick Lissan this morning. Mr. Kamara and Petro, sometimes when you hear the citizen asking how weak the opposition is, no, I'm one of those who is saying that also. The reason being is, I don't expect the opposition to take guns, but what we are saying here is, my man, let's be honest now. You see, Joe, we have pictures all in the street. That is another form of intimidation, right? The opposition too, the chief, they don't want to spend money. Me, I will talk it raw as I see it. You want to spend money. So you can keep on expecting a few posts supported up at the Capitol building, it dies down. You people are not supported, that's the problem you got. So now, you're crying. Who is coaching that everybody is crying? They are making the sound. All you need to do as an opposition leader, you reach out to these guys secretly. You know how to play the spirit of radicalism. You understand radicalism, but you don't want to do it because some of you don't want to spend money. Some of you are senators. You got money. Even the radio station we are setting up when there is problem, you don't want to contribute. You think you go to election that you don't get money that why we're going to eat here? That's why I always said to you, if you are not ready for election, let us know. You see our Costa is wasting your screen on the radio every day. Okay. Thank you for a 40-minute time, man.
Thank you so much, Sika Chipo. Let's cross back to the WhatsApp number and take this person. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you, Baka, and good morning to our good people in Liberia.
Basa boy.
Yeah, good morning to you. Yeah, good morning to you, leader.
Basa boy, good morning, my brother.
Good morning to you, leader, and I'm calling you from Nigeria. Let me start from where I am first, Baka. The election that hold in Nigeria, every one of us know that Peter Obi has won this election in every polling booth. And leader, to tell you the fact, what I say is very good. Number one, they were using either they capture your face or they use the fingerprint. Either they use it, and you can't vote 2 times. You cannot vote twice because why they will fingerprint you or they capture your face. That is the reason you can't vote. You can't vote twice. And another thing here is that every polling booth, some polling booth they will tell you that the code is supposed to send to ACNE, the code is missing. Some polling booth they will tell you that this one it is not there. The sheet that is supposed to write the number of people, the person that win at that polling booth, the sheet it is not there. And some places they will take the light. Before you go look, there will be no ballot box again. So everything was upside down. Okay. But that is Nigeria for you. And to Liberia, my brother, you see, Kochi will fall. And when Kochi fall, we will march on him like the sun. We will march on Kochi because what Kochi is doing in that country, right now, he's happy, he's doing what he wants to do. But a time will come, he will beg. Chucky Taylor is begging today. Koji will be the next on the line. Thank you very much, and thank you to Malilo, and thank you to Bakar and to the Liberian people. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Bassa Boy. Now take another person here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep, your name is Johnny was from?
This is Kelvin Garte calling from Fargo, North Dakota. I just want to point something out pertaining to Valley Tede. He said all the picture that he took, it was 1999. But I want for you guys to look at the car that he's sitting on. The car plate show that the car is 2022 car, according to the license plate. You take a picture during 1999, and then the car that you are using right now, sitting on the car plate show that is 2022 car. That's the point I just wanted to raise.
That's a good point.
The truth can hide. So I don't care how you want to hide the truth, it will always come out. A lot of people are taking notice of that.
Yep. Let's take some more calls. We got 8 more minutes to go. Let's take about 5 more calls.
Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome, Momo.
Thank you, Mr. Kamara, and good morning to the next senator in Masuaro County. No, I'm constrained to call, but let me say this. Let me just buttress the female general. Leader, please permit me and my men to join on Boyaka Koroba and defend force to protect opposition. So, leader, we shouldn't be wasting time until Momo get missing in time, or Martina or Yusu, or some of us get missing before, or some of the political leaders get missing in time before taking things serious. We got men. Some of the men that get a gun, they don't even know how to fire. No, I want to talk something on the radio. But let me say this. Leader, it is time for us to put ourselves together. You coming anytime soon. For me, in fact, I prepare my own men. I declare. Thank you. It's too much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Momo. We take more calls here. We have roughly about 7 more minutes to go on to this edition of the Costa Show. Today is the first day of the 10th month, 2023. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm pretty well. Your name is joining us from?
This is the former General Solo from FPC. Aaron Petro Costa. Good morning, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Okay. Petro, we said a lot. We've been watching the game. This game, we are very tired with it. And to my sister Princess, you had already get this ex-general. We need support. And let me tell you, Petro, I want for you to take your impen. I want to get you certain arm number. A snapper gun. I want for you to read the number. It's 1064 CD4070.
Please
I want to.
call it again, please. Call it again, please.
Oh, what you want to do a snapper weapon, man?
1864 CD 4070. I want for you to ask the police commander, where is that sniper gun now? Yeah, I'm a general, and he will tell me. If he don't tell me, I get in 3 days. We'll be bringing the police officer down one by one. Petro. So I'm not having my name other than knowing the authority. They know me, power know me, and I already have my boys with me, General Paulson, Kade, Pee Cash, other than standing by for all to clean the city. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Wow. Why?
That one heavy.
The man are hiding himself.
That one heavy.
He said all of them know him.
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you this. When I come home, we're forming our own squad. It's not going to be a death squad. It's going to be a protection squad. It's going to be a resistance squad. We have to resist and protect our people and ourselves. We will do that. We're not going to sit down here and let one PP person can cause us harm. We're going to form our squad. We're going to do that. And nobody's going to stop us from doing that. And we have people who themselves were in, who have experience. Like this guy who called. He's from the rebel days. He's not hiding it. We're from our squad. We're not going to sit down here and let somebody kill us. We don't trust the state. The state is the one that's killing us. So we have to protect ourselves from the state. That is what we're going to do. Okay, let's take 2 more calls there. We are forming our own squad. We have to protect ourselves.
So let's take 2 more calls. Like Costa said, let's take this person. Good morning.
Hello. Yeah, Martina calling again. Can you please check that phone there? Give me now and send me that general number. Fire for fire. That's what I'm calling you for. I beg you, I need his number. Please.
All right.
Check the record they gave me a number, please. He's the last caller before I call. I beg you.
All right. Let's take DJ Lomer on this line. DJ Lomer, good morning. Welcome.
Thank you, Baka. Thank you this morning. And let me say good morning to Pedro Costa in the States, our leader. Pedro, you heard what our guy just said. And you think someone would be afraid? And I continue to say, if you're coming for me, come for me, leave my family over it. And you will get more women than this. You see the kind of situation I say, so Prince Johnson legacy that he said, or why he presented during the time. He said, he prophesied, he said, when we are winning, there will be war in this country. Have you seen the rabble going on? You think we'll sit and keep our mouth shut? We will not keep our mouth shut. We'll continue to say this thing until Liberia be free. Lord President, we are a group, they are a group of kids who can't kill the Liberia people and steal from them. But we're not sitting and look at it. God will be on our side and God will continue to reveal the thing. May God bless the country and save the states, my brother. Thank you.
All right, we'll take our final caller. Then we wrap it up on today's edition of the show. Now we'll take this person. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. This is Calabo Gongo calling from the state of Pennsylvania. I'm watching the Costa Show this morning. It's quite interesting. Some of the callers are making some points that are kind of more or less alarming to me. And I just wanted to give a caution to the public. We've seen this in other countries in Africa. This is how violence gets introduced in election. This is how crisis starts. Listening to some of the callers this morning, I mean, it's very instructive. I think the We Are administration and those in the opposition who are interested in peace should begin to take steps now. Otherwise, we may not have election in October. And we don't have election in October, we don't want a repeat of the past. We know election of 1985 led to 1990. We have to take cue from that. We have to learn from our history. That's all I want to say. And I think Costa can play can lead also on this road, because he has a lot of influence on young people. We need a peaceful Liberia, and we can do it by preventing those kinds of threats. And I don't blame those who are issuing the threat. I blame the government in action.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's our last caller there.
Well, folks, this is what happens when the nation lacks leadership. This is what happens when the leadership of the country is incapable, is not interested in protecting all of the citizens. It's only focused on protecting itself and its own interests and continuing to hold on to power. This is what happens when you elect an idiot to be your president. We don't trust the government. We have to protect ourselves. There will be chaos if things remain the way they are. These elections that we're going to have in October will not be peaceful. I want to show you that. You can already feel it. You can already feel it. People will lose their lives, unfortunately. It will not be peaceful. Koji, I have pictures here of Koji wearing a bulletproof vest, a Kevlar, under his shirt. I'll post them so you can see. Someone sent it to me this morning. A big brother noticed it. You can see the linings of the vest underneath his shirt. Why is this mayor of Monrovia wearing a Kevlar? Why is he wearing a bulletproof vest? Because he is scared. Even though he's a dangerous person, he's caused the death or the murders of so many people, but he himself is scared. And what scares him is that he's caused so much harm, he's been exposed, and he knows that we all know what he is and what he does. So, raise yourselves. These boys will not give up power easily. They will not give up power easily. We must fight to take it from them. That is what we must do. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye-bye.